Welcome back to the show, and we're moving on to our last and final segment today. And we have with us a artist who brings in a flamboyant of experience with colors, with her creativity, her talent, and also her very first solo exhibition. Now, she's been there in the industry with her own passion of doing art, but to take it forward, to inspire and show Sri Lanka as to what she's made of, we're here to talk about her exhibition and also her work of art. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you, and it's an absolute pleasure to have you with us on our show.
Thank you.
Let's tell about your exhibition at the outset.
Yes, it's on for 3 weeks, and they had the preview on the 19th, but it'll go on till the 8th of November.
Okay, so Shirani Pereira has been, for how many years have you been an artist?
Well, since I was very young, I used to paint, but only for my own pleasure, and I have my art on my walls, but I just thought I'd go out there and see how it is to market it. And
right.
Yeah.
When did you decide to make the transition to becoming a professional painter and do galleries?
Maybe about 3-4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So your gallery, the gallery and the session, the paintings are named Meditations.
Yes.
Why did you name it that?
These paintings, earlier I used to paint from life, and I used to have ideas and try to put it across. But these, I just go to a blank canvas and I just let the ideas flow in, and then it comes from deep within, and I think it's there in the I don't know, it's there out there as well. But I try to interpret it, and then I sort of arrange it, and then the idea, it's from deep within, so the idea comes out like that. And then I leave it to the viewer to decide what it is. I don't sort of title them.
Okay, and you don't bring on a story.
No.
How do you see the evolution of art? Because you would have started at a very young age.
Yes, I did.
Then
yes.
Art was completely different back then to what it is now.
Yes, actually, like fine art, I used to do that type of art, and then I thought with all these photographs and photography, and you can sort of work on the photographs, that you must do something different, because you could depict what you see in photographs, but if you give your ideas and you do something, then you're making a contribution. I
so
feel.
like feelings on canvas.
Yeah,
basically.
that's it.
When did you said we did talk about the evolution of art.
Yes.
So I believe you have transitioned from oil painting to acrylic.
That's right, acrylic.
So what are the benefits of using acrylic?
Acrylic. Actually, it's easier, it dries faster, so you have to be really quick. And also you, as with oils, you can paint over. I mean, if you make a mistake, you could always paint over. So it's very forgiving.
Yeah, very forgiving.
Yeah.
And also you did use a very unforgiving medium as well, gold leaf on your paintings.
Yes.
What was that?
We can show that.
Yeah, we can actually show that.
Yeah. Wait just a minute.
Yeah, I will turn the pages, you can talk.
So how was that?
Gold leaf is very difficult to handle because it's beaten gold, really. And it's sort of, you can't have any fan on, or you can't be out in the open when you do it, because it's very difficult to handle, but it's also great fun to use.
Okay, so we'll talk a bit about the exhibition as well. This is your first solo exhibition.
Yes, it is.
Where is it held, and can you give us more details about the
Yes,
exhibition?
it's at the PR Gallery Cafe. It's on Alfred Place.
It is now actually continuing.
Yeah, that's right. They have 20 paintings of mine, and that's all they can they have space for.
Yeah, and they can probably purchase the paintings if
oh
they
yes, some have been sold, and one or two have been taken away as well.
Okay.
But
that sounds great. So I believe the exhibition is currently ongoing from...
it is from the 19th to the 8th of November.
That's a nice thing. I want to talk a little bit about inspiration to
Yes.
art. Who inspired you? Who was your first teacher? Because art is something that comes with a gift, and you have to have that
Yes.
little moment of drawing as well.
That's right. I didn't even know I was at
It
all
was
good at
instilled in
it,
you.
but till my art teacher, who at Ladies College, she later on went on to be the principal of Ladies College, and she had this little. She asked us to draw something for an exhibition in Bombay, and she chose my art. So from
what
that
did
time
you
I
draw
knew.
there?
I drew. She gave us titles, and one was the bride, and that's what I drew. A bride. My idea of a bride.
So you did speak about like nurturing arts in school.
Yes.
How do you see the artists nowadays, especially young artists who are coming up? What do you think about their nurturing and the system in place for them?
Yeah, there are lots of art schools, so I guess they could go to those
Yeah.
if their school doesn't really have enough.
Oh, so they have more avenues of
Oh,
learning
yes.
about arts.
Oh yes.
How do you see Sri Lankans having a place in art? Because sometimes it's very sad that we see all our artists trying to make a living by selling them down Green Path.
Yeah.
It's a very common factor that we see, but the
maybe
creatives.
that's a beginning, and you could go on to something better.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
So you did keep on painting while you were doing other stuff as well?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
actually I also, for a very short while, I became a creative artist in an advertising agency, and then I started my own shop, which was called Caravan, as in a camel caravan along the Silk Road. And I went to India and China, and so I selected things for the shop, and me and my partner really, and it was a great success.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
How do you see the art? I'm sure you would have participated in a number of exhibitions abroad as well. I mean, visited at least.
Yeah, I have.
How do you see the difference of the talent or creatives used there and then when you see creatives here?
Well, I think we have great potential here. I really do. It's different. They also have a lot of, different types of art. So.
Yeah. I believe the main difference is the money that's in the art world.
Yeah, there's a lot of money in the art world, but I don't think Sri Lankans make that kind of money. But yeah.
So
there are lots of living artists who make a lot of money, like Gerhard Richter makes a lot of money.
Right. We'd like to take you through the visuals and to if you can detail us as to how the creatives were done, what inspired you. Does it work during night or day? So we'd like to see the first one, if we can, if our producer can share us the image with us. Right, that's the gold leaf one.
Yes, in the middle there's the gold leaf.
So how long did you take to draw this? Took some time?
Yeah, about, I come back to it because sometimes when I draw, I can't really see the whole picture. So I have to sort of come back to it, and then I realize.
Do you draw a lot of art, like different portraits together at the same time, or is it just one portrait? You do focus on one portrait?
One or two at the most, because I can't handle more than that. And then I come back to it and I change it, and as I said, it's very forgiving. So yeah.
So that's what you meant, taking a break, in the sense you just go away from the painting.
That's right, and then I'm able to see it with. Otherwise, you're too involved, and you make changes that are not necessary. Whereas if you move away and come back a couple of hours later, even, you see it in a different light. So I think that's essential, because sometimes I'm enjoying it so much, I keep on painting. But I think it's good to sort of
Would
give it a
you
bit
agree that whenever a person is angry, the best thing they do is to draw, just to relieve that stress?
I don't know about angry, but actually it does relieve stress. It's very therapeutic. And they find that even children who are going through problems, they're given art material, they benefit by it. Yeah, I think it's very therapeutic. I think even painting a wall is therapeutic.
It's a way of expression.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So do you paint your own walls? Have you painted any?
No, I don't.
So what kind of colors do you use more frequently? Because we see a lot of black and white being used in most
my paintings?
Your paintings as well as most artists here in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, I don't know. Really, I use any color that I feel moved to use.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
It's just a different, wide variety of palettes of
yeah, I don't sort of go into it and think I'm going to use this color. You know, I don't really.
Oh, you
do
did
that.
say you draw inspiration now
I
from the painting.
I do, and then I change it because sometimes it isn't as good as I think it could be. So I change it, but I get a lot of inspiration from just going there, and that's why I call it meditations.
Yeah.
You know,
so when do you know a painting is done, like it's completely finished? Is it a
somehow
feeling
you
get?
do know, and then I sign my name, and that's it.
You will move on to the next one.
Yes.
Or is it? Okay.
Yes. Because you can overpaint something. You know, you can work too much into a painting, and you can do too much. So it's good to know when you finished it.
So if there is an artist out there, where should the individual start? By going for classes or maybe just
I
inspiring?
don't know, because I never attended any formal classes as such. But there are very good universities now. The fine arts faculty is really good, I think. And so you could...
Yeah, so you could actually go and learn yourself.
That's
you can
right.
learn a craft.
Yeah, that's a wonderful way of doing it, I think.
Yeah,
but
so,
I
mean, I guess like people sometimes feel that they don't have a talent or something like that. Do you have a way of like?
Well, they have some talent, so you know, even if it's cooking, it's a talent.
Oh, yeah.
So I think if you develop your talents, it's a really wonderful way to.
Art is not subjective to just pen on paper, is it?
Pardon?
It's art is not just subject to pen on paper, or is it?
Well,
it is the main thing is. But
yeah.
All right. So the gallery is open
from
continuously.
The 19th to the
yes, and from
some
10 in the morning till 12 at night.
Okay.
So
anytime
can just visit it and
after work you can just drop by and just
or have a meal there. There some wonderful food.
Oh, there are.
Oh, yes.
It's at the gallery.
It's a gallery. Yeah.
We'd like to say thank you for joining us on our show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Also inspiring young Sri Lankans with your art.
Okay.
And we hope there'll be another exhibition after meditation.
I hope so too.
Okay, this is where both of us are going to sign out on the show for today.
Yeah, Rice and Charlie will be back tomorrow, and we'll see you pretty soon as well.
Yep. Have a nice Wednesday.